Akbar and Birbal. Akbar was a Mughal emperor and he had various gems in his court. They were called Navratna in Hindi or nine gems in English. One of the gem, one of the person was Birbal. Birbal was Birbal had a very sharp wit and a quick and very fast humor. One day, Akbar and Birbal got into an argument about honesty. Akbar was of the opinion that generally people are very honest, but Birbal had a different opinion. Birbal was of the opinion that honesty is an India is an individualist is an individual's compulsion, and many people who are honest turn dishonest when they get an opportunity. So, on this argument, the onus to prove who was right fell upon me. Birbal, as he was very witty, he asked the emperor to issue a royal decree. And the royal decree was that there was a well in the town, and people were called upon to put a liter of milk into the well the next day morning. So the morning came, the day started, people got into the queue and started pouring milk into the well. It came noon, it became dusk, and the day after, Birbal and Akbar were to inspect the well. The day after, when Akbar and Birbal reached the well, Akbar, Emperor Akbar was astounded. He was shocked to see that there was no milk was there in the well, but it was all water. This had proved Akbar's point that many people, when they get into an opportunity to get dishonest, they get dishonest. What had happened is that people thought that a liter of water in a hundred liters of milk will not get noticed and they will pass. But all the people had only poured water into the well. All the people have only poured water into the well. So this comes to the message that what is honesty? Honesty which comes from public fear or fear of law or maybe religion is not honesty. Honesty has to come from deep inside from our heart, deep inside from our conscience. That is my message from my side today. And actually, it also happened in 1970s. In the United States, there was a blackout in a town for 2 days, and many people got into theft and stealing things in the dead of the night, not during the day, because they were afraid of the law during the day or being caught during the day. But the dishonesty was there. So the message is that we all need to be honest. We need to be honest deep inside from our heart. With that message, it is my privilege to welcome the Toastmaster of the day. The Toastmaster of the day today is a senior member of the Toastmasters of this club. He is a civil engineer by profession, and he works with the Gulfar Contracting Company. In my interaction with him, you get to know that what he has got from this King Toastmasters Club. He's always thankful to King Toastmasters Club to where he has reached today, and he gives back to the club, not only to the club, but also to the Toastmasters fraternity. He has been the president of this club. He has been the area director before. He is part of the program quality team of the chief of this area 21. And I like to welcome exuberant, sublime, and Toastmaster of the day.
It will not be. I'm audible for online members?
Yes,
Of course.
you are audible, sir. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Of course, to the distinguished members present here.
You are not
Good
only
evening once again.
audible, you are not only audible, but also looking very handsome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, our acting president, for wonderfully introducing me. Overwhelmed with your introduction. Let us move into the theme of today's session. I have selected theme cost of violence. It's very relevant, right? I start with a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. He said, "We never be strong enough to be entirely non-violent in our thoughts, words, and deeds. But we must keep this goal and work towards achieving that." He's a legendary freedom fighter and called father of non-violent movement. And we are now remembering his 154th birth anniversary, a couple of days. And let us reflect upon what we achieved on his vision of becoming a place where no violence is there. It would not be an understatement if I make a statement like that. We are living in a more complex world where hate, crime, and violence are on the rise, right? And the price we are paying for buying peace is much, much more. It's not very easy to, make an assessment of what is the cost of war, both economically and socially. But some studies conducted for the last 10 years, what was the amount spent for waging war? Can you imagine how much would be that amount? It is whopping $8 trillion. If that money is spent to every African, its income would be doubled for next 10 years. So that is the direct cost of war. But that is only a cost. How much people died? It is a million people died in the last 10 years of war. And how many millions displaced, become homeless? That is another 10 million. According to Gandhi, he said, the worst form of violence is poverty. And these 10 million people were subjected to abject poverty and innumerable sufferings. If you look at the budget of defense globally, it is about $2.2 trillion. If that money would be spent for fighting for poverty and for the global cause of global warming, the world would be a better place to live. That's what exactly Gandhiji was longed for and hoped for. If you look at the trend of the armed conflict, it's happening in specific countries. And there is a specific reason for it. And these countries are generally very poor or in a very early stage of development. And poverty is one of the reasons, as I said, is the major cause of armed violence or armed conflict. I will come back on the root causes and what we can do for eradicating this or preventing violence. Let us now move to the next segment of our program, that is introduction of role players. I have a fabulous team who have agreed to help me to conduct this session. Let us welcome all these role players into this segment. I would request you to give a thunder applause when I call upon the name of these role players. Our timer today is a mechanical engineer by profession working for Special Technical Services in Muscat since 2008. He loves long drives, going for trucking, and keep changing his ambition to keep his curiosity alive. According to him, the root cause of violence is something called mental disorder. Maybe the childhood experience, bad experience, could have. To overcome keep the anxiety level low, engage them in more active sports or activities to make them more alive and change their mindset. To explain the timing criteria of today's session, with a round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Santosh Karkal. Can start without that. Okay.
So good evening, Toastmaster and guests, online Toastmasters and guests. Today, as a timer, I'll be timing table topic speeches and formal speeches and evaluation. I will also be alerting the speakers on the time left by lighting green, orange, and red, which will denote the specific time remaining. This is here, it is very evident that it will denote, this light will be switched on to denote that timing left for the speakers to speak. Today, we'll have table topic session, and each speaker will be allowed to speak up to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll be switching on green light. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll be switching on orange. And at 2 minutes, I'll be switching on red light. And maximum time limit is 2 minutes, 30 seconds, beyond which the speaker will be disqualified. Today, there is no icebreaker speech, but however, to the benefit of the guests, I would be letting you know the time specifics for this icebreaker speech. For icebreaker speech, it is maximum time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll be switching on green light. At 5 minutes, I'll switching on yellow light. And at 6 minutes, I'll switching on red light. And for the other project speeches, the maximum time limit is 7 minutes. We have one project speech today. At 5 minutes, I'll be switching on green light. At 6 minutes, I'll be switching on yellow light. And at 7 minutes, I'll be switching on red light. And the evaluators will be evaluating the project speeches, will be limiting their speech to 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll be switching on green light. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll be switching on yellow light. And at 3 minutes, I'll be switching on red light. At the end of the session, I'll be reporting you with a time report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for explaining the timing criteria for this session very clearly. We now have a wordmaster grammarian who is going to introduce a new word to us to add to our vocabulary, as well as for checking our correctness of the language. And he is a very recently joined Toastmaster, energetic Toastmaster who has been proven his oratory skills with some splendid speeches recently. A designer by profession who elevates business through power of brand equity. He believes the root cause of violence is lack of proper education, both on individual and social level. We need multicultural education with wisdom and broad face so that the people don't harbor prejudice and from young age. What a noble thought. To introduce the new word and the criteria for grammarian, please put your hand to welcome Toastmaster Mirnal Nathani. Reference.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
Since we are on this theme, I would just like to add that just 2 days ago, over 1 million people from 180 countries gathered at Washington, D.C. for the World Culture Festival to celebrate unity, diversity, and cultures from all over the globe. Can we have a round of applause for that? This is what we need. This positive wave is what we need in such challenging times. Now, coming to my role, let me introduce the word of the day first, which is Evince. That means to show clearly or make evident. As an example, the data from the study evinced a clear correlation between exercise and improved mental health. As a grammarian, I'll be paying attention to the good usage of English and also provide suggestions for improvement. I'll be back towards the end of the session to to share my report. Until then, thank you, and over to you, Goswami.
Thank you. Clear round of applause for clearly explaining this role. Next role player is an accountant. An accountant today is a chartered accountant profession, working with one of the biggest companies, Al Buja group of companies, internal audit, as an internal auditor, and he is there in the company for last 10 years. When I asked a question to him, what are the root cause of violence? He said it could be like a fight for water, land, and greediness of power. The social level can be controlled by mutual discussion, dialogues without any bias. What a noble thought. To explain the role of accountant, please put your hand together to welcome Toastmaster Dawal Puppet. Answer, please. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, and distinguished guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
In today's session, with the theme of cost of violence, my role is as an accountant. Today, Toastmaster of the day is clearly evinced to all of us what is the cost of violence in terms of value. Thank you for the detailed research and so that we come to know what is the cost of violence. Here is the purpose of the accountant today is to note the words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who is going to speak today. During the meeting, I will listen overused words such as and, where, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds like a, and I will also note when a speaker repeats any words or phrases such as I or this means. At the end of the session, I will present my report for the number of times that each user has picked the above words and the expressions. Thank you to all of you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dawal. You are an applause to him. And we have a general evaluator who is going to show what is a general evaluator going to do. A pharmacist by profession, working as a sales manager with Muscat Pharmacy, with Kimchi Toastmaster since 2017, and in Oman since 2013. He was a past area director, a prolific speaker, and more importantly, a great human being who is actively involved in many charity works. According to him, when asked what is the cause of violence, he said it's a misinterpretation of communication, an ideology pushed into the individual's thoughts. It can be eliminated with continuous awareness and social gathering, with the community to have a harmony. What a noble thought. To explain the role of a general evaluator, put your hand together to welcome Toastmaster Anilkumar.
Thank you, TMOD, for the wonderful introduction. Very good evening, Toastmasters and today I think my purpose will be to observe like in the pictures, the whole trade, what's happening during this session. At the end of the session, I'll come back with the detailed explanation and reports, applauding about things and giving you the feedbacks for the areas. There will be an evaluation segment which will be written once the project switches are over. We'll see at the end of the session. Over to TMOD.
Thank you. Thank you. We have an arc counter. To evince what arc counter is going to, arc master is going to do, we have a seasoned Toastmaster. He is a distinguished Toastmaster who is going to test our listening skills. He is associated with Kimji Toastmaster for how many years? Any guess? 15 years, is right. And he held various positions in club as well as division and district. He was past president, area governor, division director, district administration manager, a postgraduate in business management, currently working with Sahara Group as VP business support. He enjoys reading, learning, running, cycling, yoga, and Toastmastering. In his opinion, there are multiple reasons for violence, like political, poverty, upbringing of people, job, no job, etc., can be addressed by implementing stricter rules and immediate action. That will be lesson for all. To explain the role of a hawk master, please put your hand together to welcome DTM Jina Chandran Nambiar.
Friends, as the hawk master, I have got two important challenges. One is to continuously listen what's happening here. The other challenge is to test your results. So I have two very, very important tasks. So as the session progresses here, I will be observing some of the statements and some of the facts that is interpreted here and frame some questions, and I'll see how many of you have correctly answered that question at the end of the session. So be very vigilant, be very attentive in the session so that it not only helps you to sharpen your listening skills, but also you will be able to answer questions. All right. So till then, over to you, first one.
Give a round of applause to our DTM Jina for explaining the role of a hawk master. Before moving forward to the next segment, let me come back to the theme. I just stopped where there is a specific reason for having violence. I said that the countries where violence happens are very poor and then early stages of development. And what are the root causes? Some of our friends here has told that the many reasons are there. I just elaborate on that a little bit more. Socio-economic factors are mostly driving violence. Is that statement is right? Yes. What are the socio-economic factors? Poverty, number one. Inequality. Not having right opportunities. Lack of education. Dictatorship. Then extreme point of view on certain aspects. Lack of care, empathy. So all these factors leading to people resorting to armed conflicts. These elements can be prevented only with the help of two factors, which I will explain during my next segment. Now let us move to the next segment, which is a warm-up session that is called round robin. And to look at this round robin, we have a recently joined Toastmaster. He is there for the last 1 year. Who is there in Oman for last 8 years? So, a civil engineer by profession, having 20 years of rich experience. He is currently head of commercial department of Gulf War, a colleague of mine. He is now our VP PR, and he has shown his oratory skills and ability to speak humor abundantly during his last 1 year speeches. We have heard him many times at that. According to him, what is cause of violence? That is anger. And if you can manage anger, you can control violence. To conduct this warming session, put your hand together to welcome Toastmaster Satish Selvaraj onto stage. Best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
And distinguished guests, online and offline. Round robin session is a warm-up session where everyone will get an opportunity to speak about 20 seconds. For the benefit of guests, let me brief about the basic rule of round robin. As a round robin master, I will start narrating a story or any incident, and at the middle of the story, I will stop and I will hand over to the next person to continue with to continue. The next person must repeat the last word of my sentence, and he has to continue further in any direction as they wish for 20 seconds. At 20 seconds, our timekeeper will alert with red signal to stop the speech. The speaker must stop and he has to hand over his mic to the next person to continue the speech. For example, if I complete my statement, say, I was walking on the street, then next person must continue from the word street. For example, street foods are very tasty. So, Toastmasters, let us begin the session. Are you ready?
Yes.
Anger is one of the main root cause for the violence. Nowadays, I'm getting very angry during the arguments. So what I did, just I checked with my friend, dear friend, when I'm during argument, I'm getting angry. How to control my anger? He has given very good suggestion. He said, Satish, during argument, if you get angry, you stop your argument and you start counting 1, 2, 3 to 10. If your opposite person is a small boy. In case if he is an adult, then you continue your counting from 1, 2, 3 up to 25. Then after 25, you just calm down and then you continue your argument with that person if he is adult. In case that opposite person is very stronger than you, then you start counting 1 to 100 and then you continue your discussion without angry, so that your angry will go away, your argument also healthy. Then I got a doubt. I asked him, in case opposite person is my wife, what I have to do? He said, simple. You start 1, 2, 3, you continue, but you don't stop. You keep on counting until she move out from there. So it's really worked out for me. So I strongly believe if you control your anger, definitely you can avoid violence. So my statement completes with the word violence, and I request Toastmaster Gaurav Sood to continue his speech from the word violence.
Thank you. Violence is not good. And with violence, of course, there is a cost of violence. Violence as it is you said, violence can be eliminated by better education and awareness. And
Thank you.
awareness.
Awareness is required to control violence. Many situations, if you are not aware of the situation of the opposite person, it will be difficult to control. So I think we have to be in present moment. We have to think about his past, why he is talking like that, or why he is making angry. So angriness is not the solution.
Solution. The word solution.
Solutions are all around us. It's just a matter of acting upon them. So, in the case of anger, a very good solution was to a very good solution suggested was to keep counting. Similarly, you can also breathe and watch your anger slowly subside.
Subsiding all your emotions is always going to help, not only in life, but also in your professional aspects. So to me, yes, anger is one of the worst enemy which everyone imbibed within us. If you're able to prevent anger, you have a good life.
Life is beautiful the way we think.
Life can be better at any time, again, when we think about it. It is how we see the world, how to see the obstacles and move forward. We can lead a fantastic life, and it's evidence that there is no violence.
Violence, there are so many ways we can control. One of the thing is anger. Usually we have to reduce our anger. One way of reducing it to have a healthy fitness should be there. So when you get angry, be silent. As you said, you can count water or you can drink water, and that way we can reduce. I hope it's clear.
Clear is another form of derivative of Evince, I hope. Probably everything, if it is clear, there is no need for the violence will not be there at all, because a lot of ambiguity, confusion, and education issues are the main reason for violence. So I would strongly recommend that keep everything very clear so that there is no issue at all.
Just think about if all are will be in violent today or maybe a non-violent today, what will be the life? Okay, if whatever we are there, we should be a non-violent and we should resolve all the issues with a non-violent way. There are a lot of things which can be discussed, renegotiated, and we should think what is the right choice without any bias, and we should go ahead so that we can achieve a better life for our futures.
In future we have to think about future only, about violence. If we will think ki violence is not good, and which is not good for our health and all, so we should not interact in this. So violence is not good for us.
Good for us.
For us to be in a society, violence should be avoided. Violence is not violence. Violence is active violence and passive violence. So active violence when we are somebody is fighting or somebody is in anger and they say something. Passive is what we are seeing and we are not doing anything. That is passive violence. So we should not.
Okay. So we should not, of course, we should not get angry. And anger is the root cause of violence. I believe that anger first starts in the mind, when it goes to the words and it reaches towards the physical violence, which we see in the world today. So I feel that we need to discipline ourselves on the mental level.
Level, we always talk of many levels in life. So it's stages of life that we pass through. Some of the levels which we say can be imaginary. We might say that we have attained a greater level of satisfaction, which is just an imaginary concept, but concept.
The concept how to control violence, that is more important. It's Evince. A lot of people, even you would have seen in sports as well as arts, especially violence is an important thing to how to control. That is more important thing, and it is clearly it's based on your character. Definitely, we have to show ourselves.
If we control our anger, we can, and our emotional well-being, we can always control violence to someone. Also, when you see violence, try to passivate the person who is doing violence. It can help a lot. Online, Satish? Online.
A lot of violence is because the individual wants to make the world like him. And that is where all the problem starts. You cannot make the world like one single thing. You have plenty of different flowers in a
Speaker, like, continue.
Can call somebody. Person Senti, who you call it? Who called it? And just loudly, maybe he has not heard. He didn't hear.
What is the word?
Flower.
Flowers.
Flower, flower.
Flowers
Yes.
are the synonym of a good mood, good happy day. But that doesn't equate with the ongoing topic of violence. Because violence, I don't like violence, but violence likes me. You might have heard of that dialect. Because it is a behavior involving physical force intended to hurt. And you may need to restrain somebody.
Time finished. The word is
Somebody.
hurt.
Agony.
Agony. The word is agony, and I would request Sriram, Toastmaster Sriraman, to continue with the word. Agony.
Agony.
Agony and ecstasy are both parts of our life. It's up to you to choose what you want to do. If we go by the theme of violence, if you want to enjoy only ecstasy by inflicting agony on others, that is the true testament to resorting to violence. Enjoy ecstasy as much as possible around you and within yourself, and that will be
The word I will be.
that will be.
And that will be. And Toastmaster Chandramouli. Mute. You are on mute.
That will be correct if violence is controlled. If violence is controlled, that is the best practice. What the previous speaker said, that is the best choice. So violence is very. It's not easy to practice. I mean, easy to control, but at the same time, people have to be mindful.
The word is same time. And I would request Mr. Veerakumar to speak.
Same time, each and everybody want to know the impact of the violence. Violence is not only violence create a problem not only to others, it will create a problem for us also. So if we want to avoid the violence, we want to think all are part of our world. So actually thing is we are thinking others is different.
Thank you. The word is different, and I would request Mr. Toastmaster Dhananjay to speak to conclude our session.
Yes. Good evening, Toastmasters.
Yeah, we have to.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I can tell you that perhaps you imagine your car has been hit by a Romani national. What he will do? He will get up from there and come and shake your hands and say Salam Alaikum. So though your whole anchor is gone and there won't be any violence at all. So that is the best method. You greet the people. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmasters. And Santosh, I missed. You're hiding behind this. Because thank you. Yeah. What was the word?
Toastmaster of the day. Start with it.
Start.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. So, Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, Toastmaster of the day. Today's the theme is matching to whatever today's topic for the round robin. And we are understanding so many things about the losses which creates due to violence. Yes. You.
The word due to. Due to violence, I am here. That is not the right statement. Actually, round robin is need not to be on one theme. Round robin can start with the word and you can have your imagination. So the round robin will be more of, exciting, interesting. The violence we talked about too much, I think. Let us move forward and saw something differently. To conclude the session, hand over to.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Let us give a big round of applause to all the speakers.
Speak on non-violence.
With this, I conclude this session and I hand over this podium to Toastmaster of the day.
That was a fantastic session, all right? We deserve a very nice. I would like to ask one question. Did you apply the last technique really? Of course. Anyway, before moving to the next segment, that is a prepared speech segment, let me come back to theme and conclude the theme. That is where I stopped was we have process. And what solutions we have? We have two types of solution which I have seen. One institutional solution which has to be taken care by state. A welfare state can definitely control or prevent anger to or this violence to great extent by providing or taking care of well-being of citizens. Some countries are good in that. Like Scandinavian countries, you can see that they are better off in terms of happiness, well-being, and violence in general is less. But another important factor, what could be the other one? I would say the importance of family in bringing down violence is great because family plays fundamental role in shaping somebody's character, behavior, beliefs, and development. So we as individuals, part of family, are responsible for bringing up generation of next leaders who are not only capable of saying no to violence, but also are ready to promote non-violence. Now, what is the importance of non-violence? Non-violence is a technique. That's a power. How the rulers get the power? They get power from the consent of the people, population, with their rule, right? And when that power is taken out, the consent is taken out, means they become powerless. That is a technique adopted by Mahatma Gandhi, and he proved it right. That is the power of non-violence. With that message, let us move to the next segment, very interesting segment. That is the prepared speech segment. Before I call upon the speaker, lone speaker tonight, we have an evaluator to evaluate speech. He's a distinguished Toastmaster, a marketing manager working with Clickoman in Toastmasters since 2013. He has completed 10 years in Toastmastering, held various positions as Vice President Education, Club President, Area Director, active involved in promoting Gavel Club activities, a great speaker and bold, humble human being. According to him, root cause of violence is lack of humanity. Well said. To explain the speech criteria of today's speaker, please put your hand together to welcome DTM Pradeep Ravindranath. With us.
Toastmasters and distinguished guests present over here and online. Today, my role as an evaluator here, first to evaluate the speech that has been given by Toastmaster Varghese Chira. He has selected a path, leadership development, and he's the level 4. And the elective subject that he has chosen was building a social media presence, and his titled his speech as Linkage. We all know Toastmasters is an organization which is almost nearly coming to close to 100 years. But it is important for the new members to understand that depending on the change in the situations and the trends, the projects in Toastmasters also gets varied. And we all know that in this present generation, modern times, the most powerful tool for communication is the social media. And yes, this project is about the social media to help be a better communicator in the social media. So, what is the purpose of the speech? I would like to say the purpose of the speech is for the member to apply his or her understanding of social media to enhance and establish or new social media presence. That is, he can enhance his social media presence. It can be in a new way, it can be in any existing way. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence. It need not be personal, it can be even for any official related matter also. So definitely, we all know our Toastmaster has Evince knowledge in social media and definitely looking out for a wonderful speech from Toastmaster Varghese and all the rest of Toastmaster Varghese. That will be it.
Give a round of applause. Clearly explained the criteria for our speech today. And here comes the most significant aspect of today's session, that is the prepared speech segment. And to deliver a speech, we have a marketing professional in Oman for 14 years, working with Almana Building Materials or Sales Manager Project Division. Toastmasters in 2018, and is currently the president of our club. Is also was part of division and district as program quality director. Interesting areas he has in reading and to be an active Toastmaster. In his opinion, the root cause of violence is in the people which are related to community where he lives. So community revival is going to help people to come out from violence. To deliver his speech, let us, and this title of his speech is Linktree. Very interesting title. To deliver his speech, please welcome on stage Toastmaster Varghese Chiran with a round of applause. All the best to you. Thank you.
Do you know how many users in Oman for social media?
3 million.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. In Oman, 4.17 million users of social media. That means 90% of the population. There are 6.19 million users of mobile phones. That is 130.5% of the population. Yes, I have two connections. The majority of the social media users are, first one is Facebook, second is Instagram, and third is YouTube. YouTube is around 16% and Facebook is around 38%. We conduct our session in WhatsApp. We share our agenda in WhatsApp, and we cannot imagine WhatsApp is taking a holiday for half an hour. We can take, but WhatsApp cannot take a holiday. We are so immersed with WhatsApp or YouTube or Facebook. I'm not here to say which is good, which is bad. According to studies in 2022, half of our time on the phone used for social media. So we are spending time on social media. What can we do on social media? What is our input to the social media world? Are we only the viewers or seeing? Are we creating any content? Are we making our presence? Yes, I give a thumbs up. I wish all the best to TMOD. One line or half line, or sometimes no. Are we creating our impression in the social media? Why? Because as per the studies, the whole world is spending their time on social media. To get an idea, I created a website, www.vchiran.com. Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh, for sharing that. You can also create a website. Why I said website? Because in website, we can put all our thoughts. This is what I created for my official, just a page, just for a reference as a passion. You can close, no problem. So in this website, I'm writing some blogs. And these blogs I'm sharing in LinkedIn. LinkedIn page has got around 800, 900 members. So nowadays, nobody is going to check the website and looking what I'm writing in. But people are spending time on LinkedIn. So when I post anything on the LinkedIn, which takes that link to my website, and they can read all other blogs and they can go back. So one option for the professional, you can close it, no problem. One option is be active in LinkedIn as a professional. No need to pay for godaddy.com to get the website ID or bluehost.com to have the hosting account. It's a free account. Go to sites, sites, sites.google.com. It's a free website of Google. You'll have 15 GB free space and you can have the name, and it's free account. And you can have your name, website ID and start posting it. Connect that link to the LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook, because it will connect to the people. If you see in Instagram, you will find click the bio for more information. Anybody knows where is this bio? In Instagram, you will find click bio, bio. Okay, you know. Okay. Click bio for more details. I was wondering, where is this bio? Bio, we know biology, but where is bio? Where to click? Suppose it is Gulf News. Click bio means click on that Gulf News. So when you click on it, then their page will come. On that page, there will be a link. Most commonly used, I think around 40 million users are using link tree. EE is that link. LINKTR.EE. That is a link. They are using it for Instagram. That is one. There are so many links like that. In that link, you can upload a lot of information, but that is very expensive, $9 per month. Load all your information, and when you press on that link, like any website, you get all the information about the product. So earlier it was going and checking the website. Now we need to be in the social media platform, then take our customers. Suppose you are a blog writer, write up the blogs and post it there, and take the people out of the social media and take it in your place and get them read all those information. How it is helpful? For me, I can post in LinkedIn about one of my product or some other products. So my customers will see, okay, this is a good product. My manufacturer will see, okay, he's promoting my product. If you are an artist, you can show your work. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's based in Oman. You can call him. If you are at home and making some craft, you can post it. And somebody likes it, somebody buys it, we get dopamine effect. So in the social media, don't complain. Spend your time, spend your work, and start getting the benefit. So why are we waiting for? Get the benefit of social media. And over to Toastmaster.
Fantastic informative speech. A big round of applause for our speaker, Toastmaster Varghese Chiran. It's time for a break, a snack break. Let us break for 10 minutes. Before that, there's no voting, now only one speaker. Time taken by the speaker. 6.2. Qualified. Let us break for a sumptuous snack sponsored by Toastmaster Karunagaran, K. Karunagaran. We shall break, we shall come and gather after exactly 10 minutes of break, right? Thank you. How are you? Good. First time coming here? Second time. So you're coming from where? Vadikapur? It's a long journey. That was a big, my goodness. Anybody can share with me? It would be great. Eh?
Hi, Chandrababu.
Hello,
How
sir.
things?
How are you? Good, good. All well. Thank you. So that's what I was last week. I was in Kerala.
How you went by driving?
No, I went to by train up to Coimbatore. I had one function. From there, I took a car. I mean, my cousin's car, but I took a driver from there. So via Palakkad, he went to Guruvayur and brought me back to Coimbatore. From there, then again took back the train to Chennai.
It's Guruvayur, no?
Yeah, Guruvayur. I went to Palakkad, and I think that is a way.
No, if you had taken a train, you could have directly gone to Trichy and gone from there.
You mean from Coimbatore?
No, from Chennai to Trichy.
Yeah. No, I had a function in Coimbatore to attend.
Okay.
Okay. Then I spent one day in Coimbatore also. So then I had one day extra. Then I took the Palakkad and.
Was it raining? Because last week there were.
Training? Sorry.
Was it raining when you went?
Yeah, it was raining. Yes, that is the problem. Yeah, on the way, Palakkad and Thrissur. And Thrissur is a big district, huh? It's a good, big district, I think. Thrissur.
Sorry?
Thrissur is a big district, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There is also a temple. I mean, that annual Puram function with.
Yeah, Puram. I went there, but unfortunately it was closed. The darshan timing was not matching.
Yeah, there's a big function every year.
Yeah, every year Puram festival.
So many elephants and different.
Yeah. And also the Thrissur is a big city, I think. Yeah, I thought it is. It's a very big city, I think. Yes. So
from there you went to Guruvayur.
Yeah, from then Guruvayur, I then returned back to via same Thrissur.
On the way to Guruvayur, close by any chance, did you hear a city by name Kunnankulam?
Yes. Kunnankulam. I think it was.
That is our Varghese Chiran's hometown.
Really? Okay. Good. In Palakkad, our TP was there, no? The Dhananjayan is in Palakkad, no? I think.
Toastmasters requested be inside the room with your snacks and tea. KTM master is around here, huh? Yeah, you can join. Did you enjoy the snack?
Yes.
If yes, still enjoying. Give a round of applause to our snack master, Toastmaster K. Karunagaran. And he also happened to be our topic master. Let me introduce him before I call him on the stage. He's in Oman since 2007, working with Covey and Partners as structural engineer. With Kimchi Toastmaster since 2019, he was Vice President Education, Public Relations of our club earlier and PR officer of Division G, our district also. An enthusiastic Toastmaster, an excellent trainer. He trained us in VBPR roles many times. According to him, most cases of violence happens when emotions are not handled correctly. It can be eliminated if people are educated how to respect others and handle their emotions. Well said. To conduct the double topic segment, please join me in welcoming topic master, Toastmaster Krishna Karunagaran. Over to you. You can have this.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. So let's go on to the table topic session. The purpose of table topic segment in Toastmasters meeting is to improve the impromptu speaking skills of the speaker of the Toastmasters. In this segment, I'll be presenting you a topic, and each Toastmaster each speaker can speak 1 to 2 minutes, and you will have a grace time of 30 seconds. So in this segment, today's theme is cost of violence. So when you think of violence, what do you generally see behind? Crime, isn't it? So let's try something new today. We'll have some crime scenes, but not in the cost of violence, okay? As a table topic master, I will accuse each speaker of a crime, and they will have to evince their innocence, or they have to confess the crime to the jury. Okay, and the jury is sitting over here. Okay, so let's go to the first topic. I'll ask the VPE to select a topic. Then we will announce, and I'll call the speaker. Thank you, VPE. So the first topic: a distinguished member has accused you of making violent threats against the table topic master for bringing a difficult table topic. Okay. So the topic, I'll repeat again. A distinguished member has accused you of making violent threats against the table topic master for bringing a difficult table topic. To speak on this, let me welcome Toastmaster Nayan Thomas.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters. I am accused of using violence against the table topic master for bringing difficult topic. Is that the topic?
Yes, correct.
Fellow Toastmasters, violence against table topic master is unthinkable within our framework of the Toastmasters meeting first, and especially for the table topic master today, if you think that bring a difficult topic that can create anger or trigger violence from somebody, is next to impossible. So the accusation that having violent or acting violent against the table topic master do not hold water and will have lack of evidence if it is presented in the court. Having said that, yes, the table topic master can bring topics which may appear difficult to the members, but that does not invite any sort of violence, because we all seek non-violence in our activities and how we deal with people, which is specially told in our meetings. And it starts with saying that religion, sex, politics not allowed. And you know that the root cause of any violence is the dispute on these three things: religion, sex, and politics. Over to you, table debate master.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Nanan Thomas. Let's give him a big round of applause. The next topic. Who all know to cook? Who all can cook here? Okay, good. So the topic is, you have been accused of preparing a lethal meal in the past weekend. 2 victims are hospitalized. Okay, you have been accused of preparing a lethal meal in the past weekend and 2 victims are hospitalized. To speak on this, let me invite somebody who can cook. That's Master Dhoni. Can you repeat the questions?
Evening day Toastmasters, fellow members of the students. The topic is very interesting, really. The fan of cooking, love to eat as per our own cooking. But the thing is, the way you are cooking that is more important, especially because as you have seen, a lot of guests are coming at your home. Always be prepared. At the same time, normally we are using the recipes, or we could get from somewhere, or I think we are some inquiry about the recipes. What is the historic recipes, or what your guests will like it? The same way, how do you do and how do you convince them? That is more important. The way you are cooking, they are very much happy. At the same time, you are careful of that. The way, how to deal them, that also more important. So only I would like to say about this one, the preparation should be careful. And so more careful about that, how you treat them and how you care them, especially it depends on you or the mighty. That's it.
Thank you. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. So the next topic, witnesses have identified you as a suspect disturbing the peace at Lulu hypermarket. Okay, they describe the suspect as being a male singer and a terrible singer. To speak on this, let me welcome DTM Anilkumar. Welcome with him with a big round of applause. You want to stop it?
Table topic master to go masters in my guest. Lulu hypermarket is a place where we go, not for entertainment. But sometimes they have programs for children on special occasions. So that time I also was there. They started singing. I love singing. I love dancing also. So maybe I also dance with them and singing. Somebody would have taken the video and sent it to the media. So they would have thought, this old man, why he is coming and doing trouble with the children program. So that may be one of the reasons. So 2 people have witnessed and I was asked by the court. To the judge I said, this is what happened. I like singing, I like dancing, wherever music comes, it allows me to continue. This is what happened, sir. Then he said, okay, pay this fine and one day you will be interested. From that day I thought in public places, wherever it is, not to sing and not to dance. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful confession. And the next topic, Witness has identified you for stealing clothes from the beach. I repeat, witness has identified you for stealing clothes from the beach. To speak on this, let me welcome DTM Sriram.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. I knew that the runner in you followed me in my tracks when I went on walks in the group. I didn't know the Table Topic Master also had a habit of following me to the beach. To the extent that my fellow members actually call me Kapda Chor. But what happened was, it is a real incident that the Table Topic Master had witnessed. I'm certain that it has evinced his interest to bring this topic because he saw me taking some clothes and somebody running after me saying that, hey, you are taking my clothes, And then the guy realized that he was so fat, he could fit only one of his feet into the trunks, both the trunks that I was carrying. So what happened was that before the Table Topic Master saw me in the beach, the person had taken my clothes by mistake and he was trying to wear that and he realized that it was not fitting in. By the time I was passing by and I thought it was my clothes anyway, why he take his permission? And I was taking and running off and this guy came after me, hey, you're stealing my trunks, you're stealing my trunks. And that's how the Table Topic Master caught hold of his camera and started taking pictures of me running away. Thankfully, he's not published any of these in the group. But the fact remains that what was rightfully mine was taken over by me, and it was never stolen from anyone. It was stolen, if at all it was stolen from me, not from the other person. So I would like to correct the Table Topic Master that I had taken what was rightfully mine. I had not stolen. So the stealing part was on the other side. Over to Table Topic Master.
God, you didn't take somebody who was wearing it.
Thank you for being very honest and think the crime. Now, one more topic we have. Customs have accused you for carrying 5 kilogram gold at the airport. I repeat, Customs have accused you of carrying 5 kilogram gold at the airport. To speak on this, let me welcome Toastmaster Rajesh.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for giving this topic. This reminds me one thing. So actually, whenever I am with one of my cousin, we are very close from childhood, so we used to be exuberant and celebrate a lot. So during last vacation, he said he wanted to join me to Muscat. So I was excited. Said, okay, let's have a trip. But that was during the Corona time. So from the airport, actually, we were cracking joke and we were enjoying. All others are sad with mask and a very horrible situation that time because it's the beginning of Corona period. So everybody was afraid and not talking too much, but we are celebrating because we have a lot to talk because during vacation also. Even though we are wearing mask, we were communicating each other and enjoying. After reaching Muscat Airport, the customs noticed us. All others are sad and we are only celebrating a lot and something is there. Something is there. So we are not noticing this, but what we realized is after coming out from security check-in, during that, they stopped us. They started checking each and every package. We thought, just now we bought some sweets packet from this duty-free shop. That also they want to check. They said something is there. Why they are so much happy? So then we are not getting. And he asked who is he, and said he's my brother, and asking more details, and they couldn't find anything, and we came out. Actually, then we realized why they are stopping us because
If we are very much too much happy and everybody is sad, something is there, some problem is there. So anyway, we came out and we stayed in the hotel. And later, after 1 or 2 days, we also become sad because we also infected with COVID. And we were stuck in that hotel for 14 days, but still we had a lot to talk and we enjoyed and we came out anyhow. Okay, that's what the story reminds me. Thank you for this topic.
Thank God, the gold
Thank
was
you.
safe.
Thank you, Dr. Rajesh.
Gold was safe, no?
So that was it from me as a table topic master. So as a jury, who do you think is innocent? Nobody. Right. So can you please, timer, can you please say the time? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster.
So how was the table topic?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, the time taken by speaker maybe is given. No, everybody. Everybody is fine.
Yeah, can you read out the names?
Name, please. Yeah, the good first 9 18 seconds. Good one, Tony, 1 minute 25 seconds. Good person, Anilkumar, 1 minute 4 seconds. TTM, Sriram, 2 minutes 1 second. Good person, Rajesh, 2 minutes 11 seconds. Okay, all qualified. Please vote for the best topic speaker. Meanwhile, let me welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Selvakumar, take for 1 minute. Over to you, Toastmaster Selvakumar. Thank you, TMOD. Very good evening, Toastmasters. I'm back again. Without wasting much of the time, call upon the one and only evaluator, TM Pradeep R, to evaluate the one and only speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh. Thank you.
Toastmaster today, fellow Toastmasters and our distinguished guest. Today, my speaker, Toastmaster Verghese, like to say, demonstrated and shared how we can improve our presence, especially on the social media platform. We all have heard that social media is the most powerful tool right now. But we were unaware of these facts that the 90% of the people in Oman use social media, and almost 130% of the people have mobile. So that record substantiates or reinforces the importance of social media in this current generation. He also shared with us his experience and also definitely had some few learnings I would like to say, because in his speech, definitely we are looking out for what we learn or how we can have a website connected to LinkedIn, which is one of the most professional social media platform available, and how we can reach out to the customers like-minded. And he demonstrated also how he did and how he succeeded in reaching many of the people there. If you ask me what could have improved, I would like to say the most important thing is that since he said that he had created a platform, a website, and he connected to LinkedIn, but I also shared what was the response from people who had visited his site and how it has benefited him, especially it was related to his professional, how it has benefited him in his profession. And there are two important things that I would like to highlight, which we come across in general speeches. In fact, in a recent speech which I gave, also the same thing had happened. We are of the impression that we know and we expect that the audience also know. For example, when he was asking about click bio, I knew only Mridal was aware of it. So he was little surprised that none of the other members were aware of that. Definitely that he got to experience a little drop in his energy at the time. And when we have a presentation over here, it is not required to mention, tell in between, you can stop the presentation. There's just repetition where 2 times that has happened. This is not part of this speech or where, but it's a general that we can follow in every speeches. So it was a very informative speech with a lot of learnings in this, and definitely, as we all know, the current generation of social media is the most influential media right now. I wish Toastmaster Varghese best wishes for his future speech and for his future projects. Over to you. Thank you. Can we have another round of applause for the evaluator? May call upon now the word master Gravani and Toastmaster Mrinal Naitari. Applause, please.
Thank you, General Valedictor. So, regarding the word of the day, evinced, how many times do you think we use that word?
70?
6 times.
Actually, we use the word only 10 times.
Oh.
So, it would be nice that we start incorporating this word in your vocabulary, and even the pronunciation. I noticed the people who are saying evinced, it's pronounced as evinced. So something to note. I really like some expressions and usage of English language in the following way. Dead of the night, being vigilant and attentive. That's not something we hear in our daily conversations, but we can, since they are very simple words and phrases to use. Some corrections that I would like to point out are, somebody said it's very Evince. Instead, you can use it's invincible. That is also a way of using the word Evince. Opposite person is very stronger than you. You should instead say, if the opposite person is much stronger than you. And we had a word which was used incorrectly, passivate. I think the speaker meant pacify your opponent. So that was it from my end. Over to you. Jay.
Thank you for your detailed report. May call upon now the ums and ahs, who is going to be counted by Toastmaster Dawal. Put your hands together.
Thank you, General Evaluators. Now my report for A counter is Mr. TM Rajesh Ramchandra. He has used A 2 times, one in the beginning of the speech and 1 time in the table topic. Timekeeper TM Santosh Karthal. He has used he stopped once and he used a couple of times the time left for the speakers. Then TM Varghese Chiran has A once and so 2 times. Krishna TM Krishna Karuna Karan. He has used 1 time slow. TM Gaurav Sood. He has used end some of the times. And that's it. That is the result for today's account. Over to you.
Okay. May I now call upon the timekeeper to tell us about the time consumed today? Are we lagging or are we lagging? Please press for the two.
Today, we are lagging by 7 minutes. So it's good when compared to the previous session. So yeah, now we started it on time 7:30, and then until round robin, and there was little delay in, by 2, 3 minutes. So round robin must have managed to, to save some time. Otherwise, it would have been continued for like he continues to count for his discussing himself with his wife. Okay, then we had break at 8:32, which should have been 8:28. So, and then we had a nice snack today, which was at 10 minutes. So we had on time when we came back, 10 minutes duration. And then during the table topics, yeah, there was a nice topics today that people, all the people who spoke were qualified, spoke within the time. And now we are just 7 minutes lagging, so I don't want to much delay and use of the time. Thank you very much.
Are you all ready?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Please put your hands together to welcome the headmaster, leading it.
Can I have the mic? Because people in the online might not hear. Friends, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. The
Yes,
first
yes, yes.
question goes this way. Online also ready?
Yes, sir.
During the acting president's address, there were two predominant major characters. Very
Akbar
simple
and
one.
Birbal.
Birbal Akbar.
Akbar and Birbal. That's correct. Okay. Third one I didn't ask. Okay. Acting president again, while introducing the Toastmaster of the day, he used very good two adjectives. Please welcome our
One was exuberant.
The exuberant is one, and then
That I couldn't hear.
exuberant and which is very rarely used. That's why I'm asking. Sublime. All right. Okay. Now let's get into some kind of statistics. What is the cost of war in the whole world? $8 trillion. Very good memory, man. And how many are homeless?
10 million.
10 million. Very good. Just you deserve a round of applause, please. Very good.
I also said no. Maybe it
Online.
lagged.
It's
Okay, what is the cost of defense cost? Cost of defense.
3 trillion.
3 I am getting, 2 I am getting.
3
What is the
billion.
correct one mentioned? 2.2 million. Correct. Trillion, sorry. Yeah. Okay. One among us here is keeping on changing the ambition often. Who's that? No. Santosh, not Mrinal. Santosh. He keeps changing his ambition. Okay. And Selva is in Oman since when?
2014.
2013, correct. Correct. But what is said by TMOD is 2013. Originally 2002.
Actually, 2003.
Okay. So you reduced 10 while giving to TMOD. All right. Okay. Okay. Someone while talking about violence and while talking about the in the round robin mentioned about active violence and passive violence. Who was that?
Our guest, Samina Sai.
Okay, very good. Wow, very good. People have observed your name also while sitting online in the other part of the world. All right.
Other part of the town.
Okay. TMOD, while talking about so many things, he finally concluded there are two major solutions. Can someone say that two solutions for the violence?
One is family.
One is family, and the other one?
Education.
No.
Whiskey.
Empathy.
Sorry?
Empathy.
Online.
Whiskey.
See, the very purpose of this meeting is, to find out remedy solution for the violence. You can't say the other one.
Education.
Welfare state, welfare, welfare. He said welfare. That was the first one he said, and second one was family. All right. Okay. While introducing, someone said, the TMOD used his during his introduction, the root cause of violence is humanity. Who was that person?
Pradeep.
Who?
Pradeep. DTM Pradeep.
Pradeep. Yes, lack of humanity. Lack of humanity is what he said. No one else said that. And that's very interesting also. Okay, now Toastmaster Varghese, while introducing Toastmaster of the day, how many years he said since when in Oman? 14 years. You are correct. Dhoni, you are MS Dhoni, man. Okay, now in Oman, some more statistics. How many million social media users?
4.75.
4.17.
4.17.
And how many million mobile users?
6.19. 6.19.
Okay, correct. And in the order of social media, first, second, and third, he mentioned 3 social media names. Can someone say that?
Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube. Facebook, Instagram,
I heard
YouTube.
many things. I think it's all
Facebook,
correct.
Instagram,
Facebook, Instagram, and third
YouTube.
is YouTube. Correct. Now, Varghese Tiran, while delivering his speech, he mentioned he has got certain number of followers in LinkedIn. How many? But it is a rough figures ranging from
900.
800 is not exactly correct. He said 800 to 900 followers. He said. All right. Okay, then here is the catch. The best one. He has mentioned the site name. No, don't look at the book or not or anything. Size.google.com. And what is the price for that?
$7.
And how many GBs are available with that?
15
GB.
3 GB?
15.
Fabulous.
15
Your
GB.
memory is much better than mine, man. Now, link 3 has got how many users?
40 million.
Another start.
40
million users. Mrinal, you said it.
No,
Okay,
NT
then
also said
when
that.
someone said, when the opposite person is very strong, count
Here
till
online. I think.
till 100. And opposite person happened to be wife?
Keep talking until she disappears to eternity.
Okay, one of the speakers, while delivering the table topic, mentioned that violence against table topic master is unthinkable. Who was that speaker?
TMNT, Toastmaster Nayan Thomas.
Okay, I think my time is up. Thank you very much. I enjoyed as much as you also enjoyed.
We didn't enjoy because we didn't get any response to our answers.
Yeah, we could not. I think you can't hear us. I think. They are in their own world, I think.
Selva. It's okay. We just wanted to check if you are able to hear us because the Hawk Master was not able to listen to us.
Hearing problem.
Hey, Toastmasters, yours as a general elevator today. Let me give my report observations of today's segment. Our meeting kick-started exactly at 7:30 by the acting sir and Taps.
You know that.
And then handed over by the acting president, Toastmaster Gaurav So, who introduced well with a complete introduction of the Toastmaster of the day. All the 3 deserve a big round of applause. And next comes the main key players for any Toastmaster segment, which is the timekeeper, Toastmaster Santosh, Word Master Gramari, and Toastmaster Mrinal, our counter, and the Hawk Master. All deserves a big round of applause. I'd like to point out our word master, Toastmaster Mrinal, like Ani, for choosing this word. Evince? Evince. I think this is the new word to our KTM club. Right. Thank you for bringing us the new word. We hope to use in our regular vocabularies. And next comes the round robin master, who also seems to be a fantastic humor master. The speeches. Please put your hands together for our Toastmaster Satish Selvaraju. In the round robin, making us more lively. Then the one and only project speech by our eminent Toastmaster Varghese Chirag, well spoken, who chose the current topic of social media, which is having a big impact on our lives. As he rightly said, half of our times you can say that we spend on social media, and it has created a big vibe amongst us. And it was very well evaluated by Toastmaster Pradeep. I hope the feedbacks and the area of improvement is well taken and carried over in the next speeches. Please give them a round of applause for the speech and everybody. And how was the snacks today?
Wow.
So,
10 minutes were not enough.
Oh, superb, superb.
Even the online
Yeah, it was like homemade, you know. We had homemade taste from that.
Yes. And with these wonderful topics of the subjects given to the Toastmasters today, and with the mouth-watering snacks. Please put your hands together to now comes to the main segment of my observations today. Is that the session was very good. It was indeed, I would say that it's very promising to see nowadays that we get at least an average of around 18 to 20 attendance of
21
Toastmasters,
today.
which is becoming very rare nowadays in many of the clubs due to the professional and other commitments. So let us put our hands together for our president and his crew for bringing us with more members. And in fact, today we have got some 2-3 new guests. We hope to invite you on a regular basis and to be a member of KTM club. The second thing is speaking slots allotted. Everything is perfect. Some observation is that attend sheet is missing.
Wow.
Today, I think we can make a print of it. And the most important thing is any observation did you feel Toastmasters today? What is the observation you felt today? You know, yes, the topic is very apt and very relevant. Indeed, it is very vital and important that the world which we are living in is not in harmony. People fight for even petty things and small things. And it is the right time that we brought the subject into this. Please put your hands together to our
TMOD.
And yes, and this is what is the observation which I felt that the motivation, the charming or the applause was little bit less today in our segment. Let us ensure that we keep applauding and we keep appreciating the people who come and stand in front of us to deliver the speeches. Apart from this, it was a fantabulous session. We hope to continue the successful sessions in the coming year. With this, let me hand over the podium to the acting president.
Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. As far as the next session is concerned, we have a session on 11th of October. The next session will be led by DTM Praveen Panikar. The General Evaluator will be DTM Govind Negi. Word Master of the day will be Praveen PN. Timer would be Professor Rajesh. And the next session is the IIE session. We will have an induction. We will have a icebreaker speech from Professor Dhawas. And we will also have an education session from DTM Veerachandra. I'm just waiting for the final confirmation for the table topics and snacks, which we will be confirming in the WhatsApp. Thank you. That's all I think. As the VP, now over to the closing ceremony of this session. Let's start with the engineer certificates. We had 3 guests today. Now we have 2. One is Pranav. Pranav, please. Thanks. Thank you for joining us today. We have certificate for you. Okay. But you can. Any observation about the session?
Well, actually, it's not my second session. That will be my session that day.
So, okay.
It was, yeah, it was, I mean, I enjoyed a lot and I learned a lot from all the speakers.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and this Next enthusiasm certificate goes to Mr. Virat Kumar. Certificate over here.
Thank you, sir.
He was introduced through whom so that you can send the certificate through him. He came here to ask him, no? Are you? Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Is
give.
there any remarks on the session today?
Yes, a very interesting thing is entire 2 hours. We got a lot of seniors inputs and thoughts, ideas. And another thing, actually, thing is we are very conscious. 2 hours we are unable to move here and there. 100% our attention towards the session. Thank you, everyone.
If there is no official secrets act involved, we would also like to hear something.
Vote is not collected?
Let's roll here.
Just roll. We have voted, no?
The roll is not.
Shared by both.
Trophy for carry
Yeah, make it quickly. He has to announce that now.
One is Lulu.
Ronald, you give it to him. Let him count so he can add it later.
One was Lulu, which was the other one?
Gold,
Yeah.
gold.
Count.
Gold.
You want me to help?
And well, rest evaluation award to
One and only DTM Pradeep.
Best speaker award for Toastmaster Varghese.
Goes to your star.
Wait for the
Good
best
speech.
role player.
Lot of statistics.
Best role player goes to DTM Jeera Chandran.
Arc.
I wanted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, with this, we can have
Good.
meeting adjourned. Meeting adjourned.
Bank on time.
Yes. Thank you, and we can have. Yes. We are.
Yalla, make it quick. We need to go home.
Going to be part of our session. We need to go. Was 5 minutes. After the violence, my yes, you are smiling. Yes. No, just try to imitate. I think it's English. Thank you. Thank you.
Not mine. Thank you.
Violence,
Good night. Night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you. See you in the next session.
Good night.
Good night, all.